one time for DubBullOh.
One time.
He told me about you months back.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't believe him. He's like, I know the daughter of Ray Charles. I'm like, you're right. I know the son of Tupac. I want to clear this up on air. Me and Powerlord have known each other for over 20 years.
Yes.
So if it seems like we're arguing on air and I don't like him or I'm not respecting his decision, it's because I don't.
Oh, man.
And it comes down to
Ridin Durty Radio.
Whether you're at home, whether you're at work, whether you're at the gym, whether you're wherever, if you're listening to the show via your mobile device, your computer, or your transistor radio, I want you to put your hands together now for Miss Robyn Charles. Wait!
Oh,
The clap for you.
thank you so very much.
You like the clap?
I do.
How you get rid of it?
How do I do
he
it?
always gives people the clap. He's a
How do you
carrier.
get rid of that?
Penicillin.
Lord have mercy. And I walk right into it. It's
No, they
totally
do.
fine. Like, it's
See what
nothing
happens
I
when you
can
got a good
say.
sidekick?
Man.
Even if you're not getting it over, you can throw it, you can dish it off.
Yeah.
Since he wants to say sidekick.
I'm blessed and highly favored.
Okay, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
He told me about you months back.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't believe him. He's like, I know the daughter of Ray Charles. I'm like, you're right. I know the son of Tupac. And
I don't even know how
so I
feel
guess I
about
better
that.
bring the son of Tupac in.
I guess you're going to
He's
have
gonna pull my
now.
bluff. He's gonna
It
come on
is.
bluff. Are you sensitive? You got thick skin?
I mean, I guess so. We gonna find out.
Well, I'm gonna ask this question. If I make you mad, I'm gonna go to the song. Cause I gotta ask.
Definitely be entertaining, Mom.
I gotta ask.
Okay.
Your father, did he feel your mama's wrist?
Like that's so not a sensitive subject because you hear it from
Well, I mean, I
every
didn't know if it
man
was-
that walks the planet.
You
Like,
seriously hear that I'm saying?
yes.
So your mama was like, yeah, your daddy, he was feeling my wrist. I thought he was stealing my
No,
watch.
my mom was a G, so she managed to like get his attention before he actually got a chance to do that.
How?
Because he was Ray Charles, so she knew what the game was. She didn't give him the opportunity to have to find out whether or not she was all that in Happy Bag of J's. She pretty much just slipped him her number, and he asked somebody else what she was, and they told it.
Hold on. Never mind. I ain't gonna say it. Your mama slipped Ray Charles her number.
Yes.
In Braille?
You know what?
I'm sorry, I had to go there.
How'd you feel about the movie?
I thought the movie was very well produced.
I thought it was dope too. It's one of my all-time favorites.
Mine too.
I bought it on DVD. I loved
That
it.
I
one-
did too.
It made me cry at the beginning because I thought they was so mean to him.
I thought it was very well produced.
There was just one scene I didn't understand out of the whole movie.
Which one?
It was when he was in rehab,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like he took off running. Like, we gotta run. I'm like, where is he running? You can't see where he's going. That was just me.
Oh my lord! Oh my lord! Not the part about him cooking chicken in the dark. Like that part didn't bother you, but him running.
Running, I'm like, where are you running to? He don't know where he's going. He can't see where he's going.
No, clearly, like nobody insults my dad better than me. Trust.
You insult your dad?
All the time.
Why?
Because he's my dad. Like I can't get away from it.
You are a singer, songwriter, publisher, correct?
Yes, correct. I'm also an actress. I'm
Okay.
doing a play in October.
What's the name of the play?
It's called His Double Life.
What is that about?
Let's just assume that what you think it's about is
It
what
is
it's
about that?
Yeah.
Okay. Only in Atlanta. No, not only.
It's actually in Miami.
Really?
Yeah.
So it ain't what we were thinking about then, apparently.
No, it is.
No. It's about a young man who is dealing with his double life.
As a spy?
No, his double life as a closeted homosexual.
Down low.
And having to come up under a preacher
Ooh.
as his father.
Ooh, that sounds like a good play.
It's
In
very,
Miami.
very moving. Yes.
Starting when?
October 1st. I knew that I was going to be a singer when I was about 6.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. What was it like being the daughter of Ray Charles?
It didn't really have a lot of merit for me until I became an adult, because my mother was very particular. I was the youngest for a very long time. Like, I'm the youngest daughter. I have a younger brother under me who's 20 something. my mother didn't want me to be victim of the celebrity lifestyle. She felt like, you know, you're a kid and you should get to grow up as a kid and not have to go through the kind of stuff that your siblings have been through because your dad is who he is. So we just gonna keep that at bay.
All right, and it was a different era too.
Absolutely.
Because had you been in the social media area, even if you tried, it would be very hard.
You are absolutely correct.
Okay.
But there would be celebrity with reward that goes with that, I guess.
When did you start pursuing?
I was about 11. I had, you know how it is. You go to church, you sing in church. You go to school, you sing in the choir in school. And you start doing talent shows. You're looking for any opportunity you can to get on a mic. My era, without telling my own age, is the Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston.
You just told your age.
I did. It like era, like that's what I grew up in love with. You know, yes, absolutely. So I was ready to get out there and do some music, and my mother brought in a heavy hitter to do my first demo.
Okay.
And
you just told your age again.
I did.
Because no one does demos anymore.
Yeah.
These kids like demo.
Yeah,
That's why I name my mixtape.
Yeah, right.
Big time.
I'm gonna name my mixtape The Demo. How do you feel about R&B of today when it comes from a female perspective?
How long is this show?
You got 19 more minutes.
Okay. I feel like that's like it's always my argument is that R&B, which is the rhythm and blues, has lost its rhythm and completely lost it. All I can't say it's lost its blues because it give me the blues all the time.
But it's lost its feeling.
It definitely has lost its feeling. Music had substance because it came from a creative spirit. And when you decide that you want to take the spirit and the creativity of it in order to be able to manufacture it, then you get what we have today.
So you're saying it's pretty much artificial.
Rhythm and bull.
There you go. I
Rhythm
like
and
that.
bull.
I like that. That's what I'm gonna call it from now on.
I've been calling it rhythm and bull for a while because I always felt like R&B was meant to inspire love. Like, I never, the sad thing about R&B, most people gonna throw on slow music to do their business.
Yes, that's not sad.
Well, but yeah.
It inspires emotion.
Yes, it inspires the emotion of love and love making.
Mm-hmm.
Today,
and lamenting the loss of love.
I was gonna say, yeah, any kind of emotion because it is rhythm and blues. So I mean, it's about winning love and heartbreak as well.
Right. Today, rhythm and bull, to me, inspires infidelity.
Debauchery.
Yeah, infidelity, debauchery, fornication.
And gangbanging.
Drug usage. I don't even know.
I'm like, ain't nothing wrong with a gangbang here.
I did not.
Oh, man. Y'all just killing me.
The views and opinions said on this show from the sidekick.
My goodness, right.
Sidekick. Victor XL did not say that, Miss Lauren.
Ridin Durty Radio.
In the building, I have a dude who's definitely been making a lot of noise. I've been pursuing this interview for a majority of 2016, and with persistence comes results. So in the building, ladies and gentlemen, I would like for y'all to welcome my man, Mr. Freightliner Joe.
Yeah, what's happening, man? I'm trying to bridge the hip hop world and the trucker world together, man. I got like half of the United States driving on them roads supporting me, you feel me? Back home, they used to call me a country rapper. So it was like, I did keep it in 100. They used to call me the country rapper. Like all my partners, they got the New York flow and the upstate flow and all that, and I respect that, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Me is like, I had to go where I can shine. I can go where I can stand out, you know what I'm saying? By me bringing this truck stop music to the game, I'm already coming left field.
Were you always Freightliner Joe, or did you play around with some other names first?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Look, let me tell you about J Swag. Basically, my partner, Colorado, rest in peace, you know what I'm saying? He gave me that name. And really, it was short for Jimmy Swaggart. Yeah, really? I'm about to go there with you right quick.
Okay.
Yeah, let me
bring it back to the gospel rap.
Now, let me tell you why he chose Jimmy Swaggart. He said, it's kind of crooked, but it kind of real. Jimmy Swagger had 1 million followers.
Right.
He had followers. People believed in him. Went to his little training camp, everything. It was him, you feel me?
Breaking bread.
Right, breaking bread, you know what I'm saying? And basically he said, you got that. You got that when you talk, you got that street gospel. You feel me? And people feel you, you know what I'm saying? Plus you got a little swag with you. That was cut off real quick when a female I was fooling with, I was in a relationship one day. She woke up and just asked me, who is Jimmy Swagger? Who is Jay Swag? And I was like, huh? That's me. She said, who is you? She said, if I go into the store and I see your CD, and it say Jay Swag, why should I buy it?
Sound like a smart lady.
That was cold. I sat at the kitchen table. She fixed me breakfast. I couldn't even eat. I was just sitting there like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, but she said, no, she said, I need you to think about that. She said, you need to give them you. For real. And I was riding the fence with it. I was giving them that old player, bubblegum talk, and then I was mixing it with the trucking because that's me. So she said, won't you just give them you? And my partner sat back and was like, man, you need to give him some truck style music, because that's what you is, a trucker, man. You ain't no dope boy. You don't do none of that crazy stuff like that, man. You a trucker, so go and give him you. I done been on the West Coast. I done been to Vegas. I done been to Seattle, everywhere, in the mountains, coming out the mountains, down the bottom, anywhere. You name a state, I done ran through it. Getting behind the microphone is my passion. Music is my passion. You feel me? It's like trucking is my way of life.
Okay.
But music is my passion, man.
In your travels, have you met other truckers who do music?
Yes, I have. I done met preachers that's on the road selling their CD. I done met rappers. I done met female singers. There's truck drivers, and yeah, I'm trying to get into woo woo woo. You know what I'm saying? All that, yeah. Yeah, like in my truck, I used to have a little portable studio in my truck.
Really?
Yeah, so it was like, I get up, I shut down at 6 o'clock in the evening. I get that Wi-Fi from the pallet. Shout out to the pallet. You know what I'm saying? I get that Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying? I get that Wi-Fi from the pallet, man. And boy, I'm in this truck straight up. You know what I'm saying? I done ran that thing and, you know what I'm saying, got my RPMs up, so I got enough juice in the truck. All right, that's Freightliner Joe truck stop music. This right here is a single that I hit Atlanta with that caught on real quick. You know, I'm surprised it did. It's called Super Duper. You can check it out on Instagram. You can check me out on Facebook. You can go to YouTube and type up Freightliner Joe Super Duper.
Shout it, wanna go, she's a super duper slow. Pockets stay paid, y'all super duper slow. Super duper swag, got a super duper flow. Super duper with some super duper slow. Shout it, wanna go, she's
If I listen to a new school mix R&B, I'm gonna think I'm listening to rap.
Yeah.
And when I listen to a rap mix CD, I think I'm listening to R&B. Because it's the same.
It's crossing the lines. It's blurring the lines to what it is. And it's really putting a damper. I mean, R&B is just like, there's no more of it. Like, you can't even give it any real credibility anymore. But hip-hop is bastardizing hip-hop. It's sad what R&B is doing to hip-hop right now, because hip-hop had its substance from its lyrical content and its ability to deliver emotion through word. You understand? And now it has become, I don't even know what you call that.
It's a bunch of mumbling guys.
It's like
It's much mouth rap.
It's like it's chanting.
It's much mouth rap.
And I don't understand how that has been allowed to happen. Even by the hip hop community. Like, I've been asked all my life, what's your favorite song or who's your favorite artist? And the scope is so vast that there's no favorite. If I had to like put my finger on my favorite, it obviously would be my dad. I'm thinking of Jackie Wilson. I'm thinking of Sam Cooke. I'm thinking of Stevie Wonder. I'm thinking of so many different artists, and I just can't pick any one of their songs. Like, people go to the gym and they work out to like crunk music and hip hop. Like, I don't. I work out to stuff that's empowering. Like, it's that neo soul, you know, music soul child. It's weird, like, because I hear the uplifting in it. And then when I'm sad, I listen to the things that are, it foster heartbreak. because I want to feel that. You know, like it's like I hear that and feel like, okay, it's not as bad as it could be.
What is your favorite song by your father?
It's a song that's never been published.
All right, what is your favorite song by your father that we know? Messing up my show, Charles.
My favorite song by my dad and everybody knows is "Drown in My Own Tears."
Say it again.
Drown in my own tears, and don't hit the floor because I will drown in my own tears.
This is what happens when you're 40 wearing those 17-year-old pants. You can't properly sit on the stool.
This is true, so we all understand.
Drowning in my own tears.
Drown in my own tears.
Paolo, you heard this song before?
I'm gonna have to say that.
brings a tear.
Whoa, don't sing yet. I gotta go Facebook
You know what I'm
Live.
talking about? And
Me
bring
getting
Ray
stumped on an
Charles
R&B
back.
song is really hard to do.
Oh, really?
Yes, but you just got
It's a
it.
classic.
You said something earlier, off air, about what you get that you're not singing now or recording now, but you're a music publisher. For those people who don't understand, there are other careers in this business besides being a singer
Absolutely.
or a
Say
musician or what. Tell people what a publisher does.
When you make music, there's multiple ways in order to capitalize on that. Generally speaking, a music or a song is a product, like a book or a plate or a fork or a car. The only purpose in the sales of those other products is in order to capitalize on it, and that's how you'll be able to do this tangible product. Whereas music reaches another realm, which is intangible, because music is not something that you can put your hands on. So my job is to allow for music to have a reach and a scope outside of record sales.
Indeed.
And that's pretty much what it is. The ability to take the right of music that's created and use it in other platforms, such as advertisements and other forms of entertainment like film, theater, and radio, things of this nature,
Right.
will allow for that music to generate revenues outside of just its own sales.
Indeed.
That's what the publisher does. We administer it to other places publicly. We publish it in places so that it can be heard, and the person that created it is compensated for its use.
So basically, just for, I guess, the younger generation to understand this.
Video game. Or
And
to
get-
get it into the credits of that, box office movie,
Right.
or, get it played in the back of someone's YouTube ad.
There you go. So being that that's what the job is, what are some of the things that you have to do to get it there? Because like I said, a lot of artists don't, it's like they think they're gonna make this hit
Most
record and
artists-
it's just gonna go everywhere.
Look, my
They don't understand
argument
it goes somewhere.
to the other time is that 95% of artists and musicians in the world have no idea what publishing is.
Exactly.
I didn't know
agree
what
with
it was
that.
either when I started. I had no idea. And the only reason I became a publisher is because I wanted to know.
What's the name of your publishing company?
R. Charles and Company.
Okay. R. Charles and Company. With you saying a lot of artists don't, and I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's fine.
With you saying a lot of artists don't know about publishing, do you offer any type of services to help educate artists on publishing?
Absolutely. That's what my company does. Like, we don't just do the job. We don't just administer. We teach you along the way. It's our job to handle it for you, but it serves us no purpose from a platform base if you don't learn how to do this. I won't be here forever. I would like to think my company will, but at the end of the day, you should want and know how to do this for yourselves. There's money out here for everyone. There is a position in music in any facet if you just put your mind to it. I appreciate the internet for opening up the floodgates, because look at all of the independent talent we have out here now grinding in this business.
Actually,
Got
A
it.
lot of them aren't good enough to be in the business.
No, this is true, but at least it's giving them an opportunity to try, and that's what the United States is based on, right? You can come here and make a business out of just about anything if you are willing to work at it. So when the music business was wrapped up in this nice, cute little box that said, this is how we do it, and you can make millions of dollars only if you do it like this, it isolated it. It made it very difficult for people, even talented people, to find an outlet in the music business where now anybody can do it. Like the signed artist right now is a minority. Like they're like the vast majority of real artists out there is independent.
Artists. R&B artists.
Yes.
When you see another R&B artist, what do you expect for them in their performance? What do you expect to see?
I won't answer it long.
Okay.
I won't answer.
I'm saying that's a long question.
That's a big question. It's kind of hard to ask like this. But no, I expect you to entertain me. Like, I don't expect to sit there and feel like I'm listening to the radio. I expect to want to see something. Like, you know, you go someplace, you hear somebody singing and you don't know where it came from, and it's so good, you go looking for it.
Yes.
And then you get there and you like,
I should have bought the single.
oh, you know what I mean? You're not impressed.
Exactly.
Or this flip side of that, where you go somewhere and nothing, no music, no sound has happened, but the show has begun, and you like, oh my gosh, I can't wait for them to say something. That's what I want. I want you to wow me on the stage, and then when you open your mouth, I'm satisfied.
Yo. Who's that rap? Turn me up in the headphones, son.
Rhapsidi did that.
Down here in the A, boy, the license out. Gotta watch your back, cause the boy might be out. Miss Shorty out south at her 18 house. I never call Shorty back, I think she hate me now. Down here in the A, boy, the license out. Gotta watch your back, cause the boy might be out. Miss Shorty out south at her 18 house. I never call Shorty back, I think she hate me now.
Yeah, you others say you missed it. Some others say they get it. Rhapsidi is asking me for that southern player listed that's discovered in the kitchen. The greens, the grits, plus that lemon pepper chicken. Show they thick with the fixins. Had to call her bluff. She got stuff like Thanksgiving. She yelling Southside College Park where she living. See, I'm all for the women, especially when they giving that insane brain that'll have a brother shivering and them actively dipping in his pocket for these women. And while you keep spending, I smile and keep grinning. A candy paint, riding clean, wheel spinning. Damn, these saints have seen me still sinning and me still winning with the team in position. Now don't get mad at me cause you seen as opposition. Yeah, that's my position. So scream if you ready. See, down here in the A, I turn the lights out like I'm Teddy. So
down here in the A, boy, the license out. Gotta watch your back, cause the boy might be out. Miss Shorty out south at her 18